Good afternoon, everyone. The debate topic I voted for is whether choosing one life to save many others and the trolley problem is justified. My position is that saving the greater number of people is the most persuasive argument. First, the trolley problem is a very uncomfortable and difficult ethical dilemma. One person's life should never be treated as unimportant. So I understand the opposing position. Individual rights and human life are extremely important, and it is dangerous for one person to decide who lives and who dies. However, the main point of the trolley problem is not choosing a perfectly good option. The accident has already happened, and no matter what we choose, someone will be harmed. Therefore, I believe we should choose the option that minimizes the total harm. The first reason I support this position is responsibility for the outcome. If I do nothing and 5 people die, that is still a choice. People often think that inaction means no responsibility, but I disagree. If I had the ability to change the situation and save more people, then I also have moral responsibility for the result of doing nothing. The second reason is that we must consider the number of lives saved. Of course, we should be careful about comparing human lives only by numbers. However, in an emergency situation, reducing the total damage is necessary. Choosing the path where one person dies is tragic, but it creates less harm than allowing 5 people to die. For that reason, this decision is emotionally difficult but logically more persuasive. This argument can be explained with simple logic. First, in an ethical decision, we should minimize harm as much as possible. Second, choosing one death instead of 5 reduces the total harm. Therefore, in the trolley problem, saving more people is the more persuasive choice. In the end, the most important issue is not finding a perfect answer, but making the more responsible decision in a limited situation. I don't think one person's death is insignificant. However, if someone will inevitably die, saving more lives is more rational and persuasive. Therefore, I support the position that we should choose the option that saves the greater number of people in the trolley problem. Thanks for listening.